Every day is the beginning of new life. So cherish every moment and stay happy. Good morning. Me mainali, today's presenter of Distance Learning Program managed by Bharatpur Metro PABSON and Kalika TBSD. So today's topic is from guided writing and its news report. So let's have a glance to the slides. So welcome to Distance Learning Program, Grade 10 English. So today's topic is news report. So let's have some examples. So some citation have been extracted from newspaper, the Kathmandu Post. Today's recent news, latest news, you can have a view here on the monitor. Nepal Medical Association calls on government to save Dr. Casey's life, with photo and caption. It's just an example how you are supposed to prepare, how you are supposed to write a news. And the news in details. Published on 30th September. Nepal Medical Association, the organization of doctors in the country, said on Wednesday, serious attention has been drawn towards inaction on the part of the government to save the life of Dr. Govind Kaishi, who has been on a hunger strike for the last 17 days. In a statement, the association warned to the government that it would be forced to take stern measures if it does not take the initiative immediately to save Casey. It is necessary to form a team at the earliest to create a conducive environment for talks with Dr. Casey and resolve outstanding issues, said Dr. Badr Rizal, the association's general secretary. The association is ready to play the role of mediator for talks. Doctors attending to Casey said that his health condition is deteriorating fast. Casey, who first went on a hunger strike in July 2012, called off his first strike after the government promised to fulfill his demands. All of his 17 other hunger strikes have ended in the same way. So this is just a citation, this is just an extract from the Kathmandu Post. Okay? So there are some steps or the procedures how to write news report, news story. Under guided writing, it carries 5 marks. You are asked in your examinations to write news report. Okay? So tips to write a news story or news report, let's say. How to write a news report? You are given clues or the guidelines with the headline. Sometimes headline is not given. So in that situation, you have to go through the clues. You have to read the guidelines given there and make a concept, make an idea and form headline for that. And always keep in mind that headline should reflect the whole news story. Okay? Okay. Tips to write a news story. Read the clues and find the content. Very first thing, you have to read the clues given there on the question and you have to find the content. Write the headline in bold letters. Always write the headline in bold letters, so that it should be eye catchy. It should reflect the central idea of the news, and write the place and time of report writing. Always first you should write the place and time of report writing, from where and when. That is a must. Begin with the most important and summary in the first paragraph. Okay? If you are going to make 2 paragraphs, for example, or 3, begin with the most important, first most important information, okay, and try to summarize it in the very first paragraph. And if possible, use hook in the first sentence, right? Use hook in the first sentence. Hook means so attractive, or let us say the eye catchy statement, eye catchy line, so that news readers will read your whole story, the entire news, so that you will be able to hook the reader's interest. Normally past tense, passive form and indirect speech they are used. Past tense is used, passive structure and indirect speech are used. Okay? So, these are the general tips to write a news report or a news story. See, the concept of headline, it is said that if you do not hit a newspaper reader between the eyes with your first sentence, there is no need of writing a second one, by Arthur Brisbane, okay, about headline. So, your headline should be very eye catchy, and it should reflect the whole news story, right. Okay. So, let us try this. We discussed how to write news report, news story with some tips. Okay. So, very frequently asked question, you have here on your screen news report or news story. Write a news report for the following, use the clues below the headline, and it carries 5 marks. Very common question. Twin otter crashes in Dadildura. All 25 boat died. Flying from Dangadi to Bajan. Collided with pine trees on Surya Hills. 25 people including 3 crew members died. Most of the passengers civil servants and students. Condolence given to the families of deceased passengers by the Minister of Civil Aviation. So, these are the clues. Twin otter crashes. Twin otter, it is kind of plane, okay. It is a kind of airplane. It crashes, it got crashed. Where? In Dadildura. One information has been given to you, and all 25 boat died. Board, it includes passengers and crew members, pilot maybe air hostess, co-pilot, if there is, plus passengers. So, the plane was flying from Dhangari to Bajang, from and to, right, and how? Collided with pine trees on Surya Hills. The plane got struck, got collided with pine trees. Where? In Surya Hills. So, 25 people, 25 board means altogether 25 people were there, including 3 crew members, means 22 passengers and 3 crew members. They lost their lives. Most of the passengers were civil servants and students among them. And condolence given to the families of deceased passengers, okay, the dead ones, by the Minister of Civil Aviation. So, these are the clues. Now, you are supposed to write a news report for it. Are you ready? Okay. So, here we go. So, let us have a look to the slide of our news. Twin otter crashes in Dareldhura. See, these were the clues, right? See, these were the clues, and we are writing news with the help of those clues. So, what's the headline for this news? Twin otter crashes in Dareldhura, simply, right? Okay. So, first place, where it happened, place and then date, when, simply headline, place and date, right. Okay. So, yesterday, let us begin with this. Yesterday, a plane flying to Bajang from Dhangari, starting and destination, flying to Bajang from Dhangari. See, it is given in the clue, flying from Dhangari to, you can have here, you can have a look, flying from Dhangari to Bajang, it is given here, yeah, same thing is written here. Okay. The twin otter plane crashed when it collided with pine trees on Surya Hills, with a death toll of 25, including the 3 crew members. So, try to summarize it in the first paragraph or the first sentence, let us say. So, we have not added any additional information here. We have written from, we have included the information with the help of those clues. Let us go back to the clues again. See, flying from Dhangari to Bajang, it is written, right. Okay. Collided with pine trees on Surya Hills, 25 people including 3 crew members died. We included this guideline, these clues as well. Okay. So, must the visibility, okay, reason, what was the reason behind the crash? The visibility was poor because of the thick clouds, that was the reason behind the crash. Consequently, what happened then as a result? As a result, the plane collided with pine trees and caught a fire. The locals who witnessed the devastation said that the plane was flying at low altitude and all of a sudden they heard an explosion. Among the deceased, most of them were civil servants and students. See, we included this information from these clues. Okay. So, in no time, immediately the rescue team reached the spot. The spot was mixed with wreckage, okay, wreckage of that crashed plane and dead bodies, corpse. The Minister of Civil Aviation has extended condolence to the families of deceased passengers. Simply, okay. See, it's not a big deal. So, simply we included information using the clues given here on the question, right. Okay. So, in the same way you can have a try, you can give a try to write a news. Write a news story, write a news report for the following incident with the help of the given clues and supply the suitable headlines. A wave in the Fewa Lake, tourist boat upset, okay, means overturned, 2 drowned, 2 people they got drawn in the lake, 3 swam across, 4 still missing, no information, search is still on. So, you can give a try to write similar news report with the help of these clues given on the screen. Will you try? Okay, that is good. Okay, thank you. So, thank you for being with me in distance learning program. Today we discussed how to write a news report, okay, with the help of the clues given on the question. It is under guided writing and it carries 5 marks. Thank you for watching Kalika SD distance learning program managed by Metro PABSON Bharatpur.